What's up, everybody? Cinephile Mike here, and it is Season 4 of Award Season Reviews. We're counting down to the 98th Academy Awards with 98 reviews in 98 days. Quick reminder before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single day of what is coming at you. This week, it's Short Week. I am looking at all of the nominated shorts up for the Academy Awards and some highly commended ones. And today, to wrap up the first set, we are going to be looking at the animated shorts. Now, a slight shift. Most of these films are not streaming as of this time, but if they are, I'll tell you where to see them. But you can see all of them together as a set coming to theaters this weekend, opening February 20th from Roadside Attractions. Make sure you go out to see all of the films so you know how to fill out those ballots. And if you're on the Academy Voting Board, maybe these reviews will help you make some of your selections. So, here we go in alphabetical order. Let's talk about the 5 animated shorts. First up, we have Butterfly. Written and directed by Florence Miali with dialogue by Marie Desplechin, this hand-painted animated film is a look at the life of Olympic swimmer Alfred Nakache. Alfred, originally scared of water when he was a young child, overcame those fears and would go on to be part of the French Olympic swimming team. However, this journey would not be an easy one for him because after competing in the 1936 Berlin Games, he and his family would be taken and sent to Auschwitz. Persecuted for his Jewish identity during the Nazi occupation of France, he would be the sole survivor of his family and one of the few known Jewish athletes to compete in the Olympics after surviving the Holocaust. The film touches on key moments of his life and also presents the water as a metaphor for rebirth and resilience. With beautiful music by Pierre Oberkampf and minimal dialogue, this is a stunning, moving painting, clearly influenced by early 20th century artists. As you watch, you feel the brush strokes move across the screen as effortlessly as Nakache did as he was swimming the butterfly stroke in the water. The title, Papillon, French for butterfly, very, very fitting. In addition to its Oscar nod, the film won Best French Short Film and was nominated for Best Short at the Annecy International Animated Film Festival. It won Best Short at Berlinale, 2 awards for Best Short at London's International Animation Festival, 1 audience, 1 competition, and it is nominated for Best Short at the César Awards. This wonderfully 4-star painted film is a part of the showcase, but is also available on YouTube. Next up, we have Forever Green. Co-written and co-directed by Nathan Engelhart and Jeremy Spears, this visually stunning computer-animated film stars an orphaned bear cub who one day stumbles upon a fatherly evergreen tree. Lost, the two form a bond, and the tree feeds him pine cones as a way to satiate his hunger. Also, the tree plants one of the pine cones, and we slowly see it grow, and we track the relationship between the two from youth to the bear growing up, as does that other tree. One day, distracted by the chance to get a new source of food, the bear ventures off. However, this will introduce our young friend to a whole new world that will lead to some devastating circumstances that will forever alter the relationship between the two. This dialogue-free film is both a heartwarming and a heartbreaking tale that teaches a lesson about friendship, respect, and resilience. The looks give so much more than any dialogue that you can almost imagine everything said by the two. Additionally, sharp sound design by Robert Castro and Jeff Darby is so impactful in its execution that it almost feels like another character in the film. All of this wonder is beautifully underscored by music by Josh Garrels and Isaac Wardell. I'm hearing it in my head. In addition to the Oscar nomination, the film won the Grand Jury Prize for Animated Short Film at AFI Fest, 2 Annie nominations, Best Character Animation and Best Production Design for TV, and a Canal Prize at the Annecy International Film Festival. Stunning 4-star film. In addition to the showcase, this one is also available to find on YouTube. Moving along, we now have The Girl Who Cried Pearls. Written by the team of Chris Lavis and Maciek Cherbovsky, along with Isabel Mandelian, Lavis and Cherbatsky also directed the film. This stop-motion animated tale is a story of love, loss, and greed. Around the mid-20th century, a young girl, voiced by Gabrielle Dallaire, finds a pearl in her grandfather's sitting room. The grandfather, voiced by Colm Feore, tells her a story of how he started as a poor child in Montreal and how he made hard choices to live the life he has. Crouched in a small room in a ramshackle apartment building, he shared a wall with a young girl and her parents. The parents, sometimes often fighting, would lead the girl to be very sad, and when she would cry, her tears would turn into pearls. Taking them to a pawnbroker, he begins to find a way to exchange them for money. However, he falls in love with the girl and becomes torn between his desire to better himself through using her or trying to find a way to be a more honest person. Through a series of circumstances, events will cause the boy to make certain decisions with life-altering ramifications. This gorgeously animated film brings a Burton-esque energy to a story with a powerful lesson. With a haunting score by Patrick Watson and beautiful art direction by Brigitte Henry, this film lands its message and presents a thought-provoking ending. In addition to its Oscar nod, the film was nominated for Best Short at the Annecy International Film Festival and the Annie Awards. It was also a winner of Canada's Top 10 at the Toronto International Film Festival for shorts. A beautiful 5-star film. No other streaming information right now. This one is part of the showcase. Next up, Retirement Plan. Co-written by the film's director John Kelly alongside Tara Lorwal. This absolutely delightful film. It's not so much a film, but a very helpful and thoughtful meditation with a stern reminder about life and a possible checklist to assist. Ray, voiced in an internal monologue by Domhnall Gleeson, is a man of a certain age. Lacking energy and going through the motions, but desiring more, he makes the plan for what he will do when he retires. Whether it's as simple as reading every email, cleaning up his desktop, and playing all of the computer games he didn't get to, or remembering how to learn to be good at saying yes, and even better at saying no. We see him go through various scenarios, ultimately leading up to those activities that even more of a certain age may prove challenging for some of us to do. The film, drawn in simple, effective 2D animation, is also brought to life by its team. Additionally, the sole musical composition by John Carroll Kirby says just as much as the words, which read like a poem. This poem film is a fascinating look and wake-up call to everyone, especially to the procrastinators. We have one life, and we always think about how we will do things once we have the time. But remember that time may be fleeting. In addition to the Oscar nod, the film has won over a dozen prizes from various festivals, including the Comedy Award from the Indie Shorts International Film Festival and 2 South by Southwest Awards, the Grand Jury Award for Animated Short, and the Audience Award in the same competition. This reflective 5-star film, while also part of the showcase, is also available to stream on the New Yorker's website. And finally, we have The Three Sisters. Written and directed by Konstantin Bronzit, based on an idea by Dmitry Vysotsky, the film introduces us to 3 homely sisters who live in isolation on 3 adjoining houses on a small island. Dressed in their muted color palette, their primary human contact is with the periodic delivery of food and supplies. One day, however, while gathering their food, they are attacked by seagulls, which causes their money to fall into the water, and the merchants are not able to provide them what they need. With limited resources, they are forced to rent out one of the houses. A rather gruff sailor moves into the house, and we see the impact that this man has on the 3 of them as we check in with them over the course of the week and see how this new person brings them to life. Humor abounds, and the colors brighten, and life looks different. This film is told dialogue-free, save some grunts and laughs provided by Bronzit and Anastasia Belyeva. It's a simple delight, It twists in ways you don't see coming, but is ultimately a unique coming-of-age story that doesn't fall into the common tropes you may expect based on what I've said. With a wonderful score composed by Valentin Vasenkov and Michael Chertyshev, this 2D animated film is drawn in simple shapes and utilizes color in a beautiful way to track journeys and develop the characters. In addition to the Oscar nomination, the film won the Best of the Fest award at the Blow Up Chicago International Art House Film Fest. This charming 4-star film is not streaming anywhere as of this time. All right, so there you have it. Thank you all for joining me for episode 73 of Award Season Review Season 4. We only have 25 days left, so make sure you stay with me. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, drop your thoughts in the comments. You can follow me everywhere on social platforms, on Letterboxd, and of course, head over to cinephilemike.com for even more reviews and movie goodies. I'll be back tomorrow with some of the commended shorts, and remember, you can head to theaters this weekend to see all of the Oscar-nominated shorts in theaters. All right, until tomorrow, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.